Now, I don't like to talk negative about craft a flower dyes. Hi and welcome. It's Therese from Lostinpaper, and I am going to be talking negative about craft a flower dyes today, and it's the Buttercup one from Altenew. Really beautiful, but I thought this particular dye, it's a layering dye set, would be perfect to create a negative effect on a card. And because it has a nice large flower and then sort of a one piece leaf and stem set, I thought this would be a great negative space to work with. And also bring out the watercolours. Again, I couldn't help myself. I thought it would just give that negative space some dimension and a mix of colour in the background and make it look really pretty. You could certainly do this with plain cardstock in the background. You could also do it with a design paper. That would be a lot of fun as well. But of course, I went for watercolour today. So I'm using some of the watercolour paper pad from Altenew, just a small piece here. I've added my water to the paper first, so a wet on wet technique, then come and added drops of colour. Now these are the water brush refills, so they are bright and you don't need much. And the water, when you do it this way, the paint will only spread pretty much where you've added the water. So I did want to make that area a little bit bigger at the bottom, so I did come in with one of the brushes from the round set. This is the flat 18 brush, and just spread that colour out a bit. So when I'm adding my second colour, I did wait for the first one to dry, and I mixed a couple of different colours together just to get a bit more dimension. I'm not going to see a lot of this because it is only a small piece of die cut for the stem and leaf, but every little bit of detail does make a difference, I think anyway. To me it's worth it. Other people might not even notice it. So because I waited for the green to dry before I added the pinks to the top, then they didn't mix. If I had have joined them while they were wet, then it definitely would have mixed, and it might not have been very pretty. In fact, I know it wouldn't have been very pretty. And on a separate piece of cardstock, I've added a couple of other colours, actually a purpley colour with the pink, and mixed them together because I want to be doing a layer within the negative space as well. So I've got a piece of 110-pound Nina cardstock, and I've die cut the combined leaf and stem image. If you don't have this die set, have a look at what you've got. You might even, if it's not a co-joined leaf and stem, you can actually die cut a negative space stem and then come in and add a single leaf, like just do it in 2 passes, and that would give you a fun look as well. And then I die cut the largest or the most open portion of the buttercup flower itself. I did cut this down because I thought I wanted to pop it up on the front of the card and just make it more of a focal point. And look, I really like it here, just with the one layer of colour, but in the end I did decide to add the second layer with some foam tape. I think because I had it in my brain that I wanted to. I liked both versions actually. Let me know which one you liked the best in the comments below. Should I have added the second layer at the end or just left it as I originally had it? Alright, so I've got some of the Altenew foam tape here, and I've popped up the panel, cut down my piece of original watercolour cardstock with the green and the pink, and so that's going to sit just behind my panel and then go on the front of my card. I added some foam tape behind the die cut inlay portion that I wanted to put in the middle, but it's only 1mm thick, so it's not going to sit as high as the negative space image from the Craft a Flower Buttercup. So take a look at your die cut flowers and leaves and stems. Maybe you've got something there that you could do a similar sort of effect with, and if you do, please tag me. I'd love to see what you create. There are lots of other people hopping along for the release of this buttercup, and I'll have the hop linked at my blog. So if you need more inspiration for these dyes, don't hesitate to head to my blog. I'll also have all the products that I've used today listed there and linked there as well. And I've added a sentiment here which I die cut from the featured sentiments die, and it's from the Delicate Flower Bed set. How pretty is that? So thanks so much for joining me today. If you liked today's video, please click on the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, it'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every visit that you make here. Until next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.